All right. So today we are going to see the real world use cases of Claude Code. Okay. Earlier we have seen the definition of what actually Claude Code is and what it is capable of doing. All right. So let's begin. So earlier in the traditional coding, before Claude Code, what we used to do is like we would open up multiple browser tabs and scan the documentation. Like, let's say, for example, we would open up 5 browser tabs and read documentations of it. Then we used to copy and tweak the code snippets, like uh, copying the code parts and then making some modifications to it, and then manually updating the files, like editing them and making certain changes at different places. Then run tests, find bugs, dig through Stack Overflow threads, and then repeat this cycle for hours. So that would be normal uh, traditional coding that any developer would do earlier. Now, let's see what happens with Claude Code now. So we know that Claude Code is actually runs in your CLI. That means in your terminal, it stays there. It actually is capable enough of looking into your entire code base, your entire structure of the project, your entire scripts, whatever you have written, and especially helps the developer with multiple aspects of coding when it comes to seeking help or restructuring or making certain changes at different parts of the program. So now what happens is like you give the Claude Code, since it resides in your terminal, you can chat with it. Okay, you can give it certain commands like change the title of my application. Okay, so now what the Claude Code does is like it reads your code base, then searches the relevant file which contains the title for your application, then searches the title text in it, updates the title text, shows you the changes, and then at the end, it even asks, like, done. Would you like me to explain the changes? So it's that elaborated. Just look into the kind of depth the Claude Code is looking inside your project and suggesting changes, making changes, and then again asking you like whether uh, it should explain you the changes or not. Okay, then let's look into the other example of Claude Code, which is which exists now, like in picture, the Claude Code, which is present now after being released by Anthropic. So let's say you give a command like add user authentication to my app with email and password. What the Claude Code does is that it reads your entire code base, creates authentication files, updates database schema, writes tests, show you the changes, and then again it asks like, done. Would you like me to explain the changes? So that is how Claude Code is helping out developers. It is like a complete assistant to a developer. It is like a senior developer who is sitting inside the terminal for wherever you are coding. Like let's say, and by the way, in the coming videos, we will see the live examples of it. We will actually be coding inside Visual Studio Code and also interacting with Claude Code to see how actually it suggests certain changes and makes them happen in the real sense, in the real life. So that is all for the video as of now. Thank you very much for your time. See you. Bye.